I think that dog just know my ear or. And every time I walk by there, man, that dog bark at me. But what up, man? It's your boy D, man. I'm in the building. Y'all know how we do. It's your boy O to the D, aka Knowledge General the Jews, know how I do. Also known as Hebrew Jude on these YouTube streets, aka Leatherface. And you gotta remember, Leatherface is a franchise. Signed the mayor. What up with it, man? Uh, I'm doing this video, man, because I was once deceived by this whole notion. Want to live in my sins, basically. That's what I'm gonna call it. I already knew drunkenness was wrong, right? But I still wanted to get drunk, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. But what we're gonna talk about is sober-minded, right? Now I know a lot of times we read that in the Bible, those that do read the Bible, and we just think that, they just talking about don't get drunk, right? And I kind of was pushing that too, like they talking about don't get drunk. But it's deeper than just don't get drunk, right? Because being high would be on the same level as being drunk, whether people want to believe it or not. And like I tell people all the time, man, even if smoking weed is cool, and God ain't tripping with it, the point of that is not if you just smoking weed is because you're getting high off of it, right? So if you're getting high off of it and it's altering your state of mind, right, it's something totally different than just taking a couple puffs and letting the municipal uses in that herb do what it's supposed to do for you, right? You actually smoking it and getting high, right? And I know I used to push this all the time and say it's in the Bible, God made it, it's a green burn herb, burn seed, God made it and it was good, right? But you got to read the whole verse. He made them herbs for meats. He made them for spices. He made that for the seasonings, right? Season your meat up so it ain't all bland. But in nowhere it doesn't say smoke it, right? Now, like I said, that's why I got to speak on this, because I pushed this for the longest, right? For the longest, I sat up here and talked about how it's okay to smoke weed and blah, 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 right? But I'm here to tell you, man, it's really not. It's really not. And I mean, I can't tell nobody what to do. People gonna do what they gonna do, right? They're gonna do what they gonna do. And I know people say, well, it got municipal uses, which you do. But there's other ways you can get the herb in your system without smoking it. There's other ways you can get the good results of it without getting high off of it. And that's the real life stuff, man. Like there's ways where they abstract what you need out of it to where you ain't gotta get high. You got CBD out there. You know what I'm saying? CBD it comes from the herb. They extract the stuff out of it to help you out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to actually get high. Right? You gotta understand. A lot of times when people smoke weed, they're not smoking weed for the municipal benefits of it. They smoking weed to get high. Right? So if we smoking weed to get high, and I probably got too much. I probably shouldn't have this jacket on, man. It's getting kind of hot around here. But I got this little shirt on under this, so I can't really take it off. But anyway, if you're smoking to get high, then at the end of the day, you may get, those things in your system that you need, but still, the whole gist of getting high, now you're inviting different spirits into your mind, right? Now, your mind is cloudy. Your mind is your judgment on what sin is and how you sitting is something totally different now, because you got this herb running through your system, right? Now you're feeling extra good, this and that. That can distract you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. Getting this word, man. Understanding what this Bible say and what God said. And I understand, people gonna tell you your whole life, and and always gonna tell you the Bible's wrong, this and this, man-made, yada yada yada, right? But still, yet at the end of the day, for this man-made book that knows so much about you and so much about the future, people still sit back and read other man-made books that we know is man-made and live life by it, right? And live life by it. So why don't people come to them and say, oh, well, you know, man made that book. Why are you listening to it, right? But people listen to a philosopher. They listen to a professor. They listen to all these other people that's just intelligent. They don't know nothing about the spiritual realm like that. Why? Because they're not into the spiritual realm, right? They into what you can see scientifically, what you can see, like, okay, when you're dealing with science, man, science is satanic inside out, right? But science do play a chord with biblical information. And what I mean by that is yeah, things do happen a certain way scientifically, right? But that don't mean that there's not no God that's not making it happen scientifically, right? These scientists just tell you it's just happening scientifically by nature. No, by God. You know, so it do coexist together. And that's what people don't get. But they try to single it out and say, oh, well, it's just science. It has nothing to do with God. God is science. God makes science happen. You know what I'm saying? So with the fact that herb being here, it's here, but it's not really here for the purpose of smoking like we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it. When it comes down to smoking weed, a lot of times that leads you around some of the craziest, weirdest people in the world, right? And I know, you know, because I used to push this too. People get high and they have great conversations, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, you know, you would look at it like, I would rather you be high than to be drunk, right? But when I double take on the whole situation, I'd rather you be sober than to be high and drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're sober-minded, man, and look, I'm going through this myself. Like I said, I ain't smoked or drank nothing in a cool little minute. I can't even tell you how long it's been. It's been a long time for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never really went that long without smoking weed, not unless I didn't have it or I was trying to get a job. And that was probably like 2 times in my life where I was trying to get a job where I couldn't smoke weed. So, and you got to think about it. Like I said, I've been smoking since I was 17, man. 17, man. We've been smoking something since I was 17. So, for me to just quit like this is the Lord. It ain't me. I ain't been to no AA. I ain't been nowhere like that. I ain't had a drink or none of that, right? So, you know, this is me, sober-mindedly. No, nothing, man. No, nothing. I might have took a ibuprofen, because I be having back problems, man. My back be hurting. You know, I might take an ibuprofen or something like that, the Tylenol, but Benadryl, when my allergies act up, you know, but I ain't took one of them in a long time. I've been trying to just fight through the allergies. If they don't get that bad, I try not to even take a Benadryl, but, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, the worst thing I do is drink this C4, and I got an attitude problem sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I got to correct and check myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes you get the, and I'm not going to say I don't get tempted, and I don't feel like, man, I just want to go roll up a blunt and smoke, right? Because I'm still married. I still got a whole wife. She's still in the act of doing what she do, but she's trying to change, but she's still in the act of smoking, drinking, and all that. So I'm still around it. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is the temptation is always there. I'm not going to sit up here and say it's not, because it is. It's always there. You know? But with the Most High, not because of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do it by myself. I tried to stop by myself, and it was never successful. Only reason why I'm able to stop now is because of him, not me. So let that be a testimony out there to y'all that think you can't do something or you can't be something. You can do and be what... Oh, man. Oh, well, the devil is a lie. You can do and be whatever you want to be, man, as long as you run it through it with him. But when you try to do it yourself, you're probably not going to be able to do it. Matter of fact, ain't no problem. You're not going to be able to do it, right? But anyway, like I said, man, I'm going to conclude this video because I'm going to do another one going back this way. But it's best to be sober-minded, man. that keeps the devil from having any way to infiltrate into your barrier. You get what I'm saying? This your boy D, man. I'm signing out. Remember, if you ain't get knowledge, you ain't get nothing. I do this.